وكيف الحال يا تلميذ جميع الحال في النعم.
جزاك الله أستاذي بدار الخلد ذا القمم.
بها أنهار من لبن وخمر ما لها سقم.
As regards the second question, as what was it? The record of deeds. Allah says in the Quran, everything you say, ma yalfidhu min qawlin illa ladayhi raqibun atid, is being recorded. Now the question is, what of those deeds that Allah has forgiven? Because yes, you know that you have sinned against Allah and you've asked for Allah's forgiveness and He has forgiven you. Will these records still be there on the Day of Judgment? The answer is no, because they will be erased. At-taibu min dhanb kaman la dhanba lahu. Whoever asks Allah's forgiveness for a sin he has committed is as though he has never committed that sin. That is to say, it will be erased. Allah will never ask you on these things that He has already forgiven you. Then what is the essence of forgiving you? Ask you again. So they will be erased. All these sins will be erased. MashaAllah. Any other question? Yes, please.
Yes, you mentioned about spending time with parents and relatives. So my question is the situation where maybe father or mother is like fasting, who spends time doing, for example, sins and things of that nature, and you feel that maybe sitting with them might affect you, if they take alcohol or they smoke cigarettes or something like that. And or in a situation where the parents himself is always busy, he has no time for his own child. So in this type of situation, how do you balance?
The first part of the question is, if the parents are fasiqun, na'udhu billah, maybe they take alcohol or they womanize, you understand, or they smoke, they do all things that are sinful, and you fear that you might be affected by the sin, maybe you copy part of it or something. So can you avoid them? The answer is no. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ إِحْسَانًا حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ إِلَيَّ الْمَصِيرُ وَإِنْ جَاهَدَاكَ عَلَى أَنْ تُشْرِكَ بِي مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. If they ask you to sin against Allah, don't obey them. But you must always be kind to them in this dunya. Do you understand? So you can still be with them. Sit with them. Try to correct them in the nicest way. Don't create, a kind of tension that you fight between yourselves. No. Try to see the best way to admonish them and then tell them what to do, the truth. But then in the other question that they do not have time, they always have time, because you don't work 24 hours, 7 days. Yes, you will always have a time to rest. Then use that time they use to rest. Then you talk to them, you come and see them, sit with them, discuss with them, share ideas and so on. Maybe if it's after the day's work, maybe he comes back late, like 8 p.m. Wait till 8 p.m. Yes, because you are performing a religious duty. You can wait. 8 to 9, you just stop. Then you go your own home. You understand? It doesn't matter. You can always wait. The Prophet ﷺ, we don't have time. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned 3, of the former generations, the Jewish generation, time of Musa. That, let me just mention one. One of them is, he said, "Oh Allah, you know that my parents are needy and I do not feed my family. until after I fed my parents. And one day when I was late to find food for them, I came back and met them asleep. Although my family was hungry, I refused to feed my family until after I fed my parents. But I didn't want to wake them up. I had to stay. My family was in need. My children were crying, but I didn't, consider them until when my parents woke up on their own, and I've given them the food they ate. And after that, I took the remnants to my family. Allah, if you accept this an act of ibadah, open the gate. They went into a cave, and then a very mighty rock, fell down and blocked the entrance. So when he made this supplication, the stone moved away. Do you understand? This is just part of the long hadith. Now you can see what is the reference point here. He said he waited until their parents, woke up on their own. Now you can wait until your parents return home on their own, then you discuss it. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.